HD Nation.
This episode of HD Nation is brought to you by Windows Azure. Time to get our HD Nation on. We have a sad email from Cade who writes, I recently returned home after a 3-day break from college to find that my apartment had been broken into. They took everything. I mean, literally, they took everything from the email conversation I had with Cade. Luckily, he says I had my Mac with me, but I lost my HDTV, my PS3, all my games, my iPad, 2 pairs of expensive headphones, my assortment of hard drives that I had lying around. No personal data, all movies and music. Nothing is covered by insurance, and I have $1,000 that my super awesome uncle gave me to replace what I could. I need an HDTV and a game console the most. What's a good HDTV for around $500? And should I stick with a PS3 or go Xbox 360 since I now have a choice? Cade at SIUE.
All good questions.
We should point out renters insurance. It sounds oh so cheap in hindsight.
It is, really.
I'm just saying.
Cheaper than car insurance. Should be anyway.
Yeah.
They stole the games too, so.
Well, it's kind of funny. He stole the games. So Southern Illinois University in Edwardsville. We feel for you, dude. And whoever stole his stuff, go choke yourself in the Mississippi
Well, at least
or
he
the
still
Illinois
has
River.
his
or whatever.
laptop and his couch as a bed at least.
That's
and some
true.
clothes.
That's a start. Those are hard
So
to
you're not
sell
running
on
around
the
naked
street.
with nothing. And you can send email, hopefully. Steal Wi-Fi. Well, I'm not going to tell you steal, but.
It's kind of funny. Well, here's the thing. I asked Cade, all of his games are gone, so,
Right.
It's not like he's got a pile of PS3 games. He's not particularly interested in this point at Blu-ray movies, so that really opens it wide up. Do you think either one is that much more fun than the other for, like, watching Netflix? I mean, is there a game you miss on the PS3? Because the PS3's advantages is it's a great Blu-ray player. The Xbox 360.
Does all the streaming stuff terrific. It's got Vudu and Netflix and all of that. I would say it really comes down to if you're a multiplayer gamer online, then you pretty much are playing with a group of people, and I think it would be more difficult to switch consoles at that point. So that would be one recommendation, I guess, for the PS3. However, if I were buying from scratch, I'd be tempted to go with an Xbox just for the superior game store.
Right.
And the online shopping in general seems to be a little more robust than what Sony's up to. And although I wonder if you still get the deal, well, you're probably going to run out of time on it, but Sony's giving away all that free content and games and stuff right now just to say, please come back, and that might be some incentive to go buy one for just that alone. But I think it comes down to who do you play games with more.
Yeah.
Now, as far as HDTV recommendations, I have a few. $500 isn't a lot, but get this. Samsung has this plasma. It's their D450 series, 43 inches, 720p. Great for movie night, but I'm kind of less keen on using plasmas for lengthy gaming sessions. You have that potential to burn an image in there, especially if you don't take care of it right. Also, it's 2 HDMI ports, may require you to get an additional HDMI switch if you're going to be plugging in lots of HDMI-based gear.
Well, it doesn't have any HDMI-based gear right now.
Well, that's true. You're starting fresh, but all your new gear will, and just about everything else does. Now, going LCD, Toshiba has a really inexpensive 32-inch, about for $500, the E200U series. 1080p resolution, 60Hz display. Their theater picture preset is one of the best I've ever looked at. It also has a terrific gaming mode to reduce lag on inputs, really important. Also, 4 HDMI ports, and they feature Silicon Image's Instaport technology, so that, if you switch inputs on the TV, it's nearly instantaneous, and that is something you come to appreciate the longer you have it. Now, if you need a big screen TV, Best Buy has a house brand called Dynex, and they have a 46-inch model, 1080p, on sale right now for under $500, the DX46L260A12M. And while it still only features 2 HDMI ports, or also features only 2 HDMI ports, and a pretty limited set of picture controls, that's a darn good deal for a big, bright, and detailed picture. 46-inch screen for, right now on sale at least, under $500. That's kind of what I was leaning toward. However, if you want features and performance all in one package, Vizio, get this, their XVT323SV, their latest model, 32-inch, 1080p resolution, 120 Hz performance, plus all their apps, built-in Wi-Fi, plenty of HDMI ports, plus you have their app store as well, so that not only does it have Wi-Fi built in, you don't have to worry about connecting it up to your network locally, you can just basically plug and play on that sucker and go nuts. I'd say if you're more interested in all the other features, and it's LED backlit, or I guess edge-lit would be the most likely case. I'd say if you have to have the big screen, I'd side more toward the Dynex, just because that's just a darn good deal. But if you want a little extra performance and bells and whistles, I think the Vizio is a good way to go.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Speaking of keeping your budget down, John recently shot us an email. Oh, by the way, Grado SR60s, they will hold you over for $65, $70 until you find more headphones, Cade. And also, it just occurred to me, check Craigslist or if there's any kind of classified postings at your university. There's got to be somebody desperate for ramen money around your school that wants to resell you your PS3 or somebody else's Xbox 360. Just kidding. John recently shot us this email. He says the AVR 591 that you and I bought has been replaced on Denon's site by the AVR 1612. I guess it's actually the AVR 1611 that's been replaced, and the 391, 591, 791 series has been dropped. I never did understand what the difference was between the 3-digit and 4-digit model numbers, mostly marketing. He says, I got my AVR 591 several months ago for $250. There's still some left on Amazon and a few other places for under $300. I watched the show on TiVo, and
Eddie enjoys it.
I enjoy it.
Don't do that.
No, it's in an otter box. It's safe. John. So this is the Denon AVR 1612, basically selling for the same price as the 591, $349.
Good to know.
It is feature packed. I use
latest version of Odyssey, which we
yeah.
talk about all the time, the EQ.
I use the 591 at home, which is a fantastic amplifier for $350. You're going to spend another $100, $150 to get 7.1, which I don't particularly think anybody needs at this point. But yeah, this is like 75 watts per channel, and it's a good healthy 75 watts per channel.
Nice, unless you're going to be just driving giant subwoofers on all 5 channels. I think 75 will probably do you right. So, certified 8-bit.
Well, where'd that Odyssey listing go? Oh well, we'll look that up later. Hey, Blu-rays?
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, now it is time for the new Blu-ray releases for the week of June 21st, 2011. First up, Mega Python vs. Gatoroid. This 2011 film premiered on the Sci-Fi Channel in January and stars 80s pop stars Debbie Gibson and Tiffany as an animal rights activist and a park ranger, respectively. With a 90-minute running time, a 1:7:8:1 aspect ratio, and a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 mix, this movie includes a behind-the-scenes featurette, but is otherwise light on the extras. While I haven't seen the film itself, the trailer makes the CG look pretty atrocious. But I have a feeling that if you love movies like Dino Croc and Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus, you probably won't be disappointed. Next up, The Adjustment Bureau. This 2011 thriller stars Matt Damon and Emily Blunt, and it's based on a novel by Philip K. Dick. This release comes with a DVD and a digital copy, and the Blu-ray includes an ABC MPEG-4 codec, a 1:8:5:1 aspect ratio, and an English DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 mix. Extras include deleted and extended scenes, a director's commentary, a behind-the-scenes look at how they filmed the ending sequence through New York City, featuring interviews from the cast and crew, a featurette focusing on Matt Damon and Emily Blunt's characters and the relationship between them, and a featurette that looks at how Emily Blunt trained for her role as a dancer. Exclusive to the Blu-ray is an interactive map that lets you explore New York City through the portals that were so vital to the film. Each location links to either a behind-the-scenes look at that spot or a scene from the film that took place there. Also released this week, Louie, the complete first season. With the premiere of the second season airing this week, it's a good time to bring you up to speed on the first season of this FX sitcom that was created by, written by, directed by, and starring Louis C.K. This release comes with 2 discs that each have a Blu-ray on one side and a DVD on the other. I don't think I've seen that before. And they included a 1:7:8:1 aspect ratio and a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 mix. Extras include commentary on 11 of the 13 episodes, 33 minutes of deleted scenes with introductions by Louis himself, unaired and unrated comedy sketches, and a 3-minute promo for the Fox Movie Channel. And as always, check out our show notes at techzilla.com or hdnation.tv for the rest of this week's Blu-ray releases.
Windows Azure is the cloud platform for developers that lets you focus on building and running apps, not infrastructure. Scalable pay-as-you-go capacity, meaning developers don't have to wait to develop. Get faster speed to market and generate and meet immediate demand. You only rent what you need when you need it. It's a rich platform with built-in connectivity and dev tools. We're talking about focusing on business logic to get a head start on time to market rather than figuring out how to build your own tools. Flexible deployment gives you the ability to run on Windows Azure or your own systems. With Windows Azure burst capacity, you can deploy with confidence, running your apps where and when it makes sense without worrying about overwhelmed systems. Learn more about everything you need to start developing with Windows Azure. Check out Microsoft.com/cloud/Windows Azure. TV.